So I'm going with a bit of an upset for Daily Bugle.
And Daily Bugle's coming away. Daily Bugle won it from Algaron second.
10 units the win on Mohican Heights.
And Mohican Heights won it from Grand Promenade.
Dom to Shoot is well weighted.
Moved up to Let's Caracadil, took the lead and won it. Let's Caracadil.
And 15 units the win on Mount Popper.
He won it by 2.5 non-conformist Irish Flame.
Hello everyone and welcome to another racing preview. We're previewing Bendigo. I don't know what it is, but it's at Bendigo and there's some good races on the card. I think all of us will be mainly watching Sydney with the Golden Slipper meeting this week, but I'm so excited for the Bendigo meeting. I think there's some really good plays on the day. So let's get straight on to the video. By the way, at the start of the video, that was a recap of last week, and I think that's going to be the intro that we will use from now on for every video. But last week we made a profit, 91.25% profit on turnover. That's what I'm talking about. It was so enjoyable being on course, and because I'm confident about this meeting, I think we can keep this streak rolling. Race 1 is a benchmark 90 over the 1400 metres. The horse I like here is Tavi Dance. Now, this horse is first up. This was a run from its last preparation at Pakenham on Pakenham Cup Day when it pretty much dominated. It got the run to suit and sped away. I couldn't find a trial or a jump out, which doesn't concern me. It does well first up. Gate 8 is the only question mark, but if it gets a good run, I think it'll be a winner. Just the gate is a query for me on Tavi Dance, but I still think it's the way to go. Biometric, I nearly put it on top. If it had have drawn a barrier, gate 9 it'll get back. If it had have drawn 5 inwards or 6 inwards, then I would have put it on top because I think it's a good chance. Biometric. Second slip's the favourite, Jamie Carr, Will Clark, and Proven Combination in Foxhall. But I think Tavi Dance and Biometric are the way to start the day. Race 2 is a benchmark 84 over the 1100 metres. This is a replay of Street Icon. This was 2 runs back in its preparation at Flemington behind Subadar down the straight. It's had a run since this in the Abel Stakes at Moonee Valley, beaten by Ancestry, and it was getting home late. It jumps from gate 3 on the weekend, which will suit it because it'll hopefully get maybe on the outside of horses and give it every chance. It's the fittest horse going in. And that's why I think it'll win. Fit horse, good gate, gets a jockey claim. So Straight Icon goes on top. Simply Optimistic usually goes well first up, but 1100 metres is the only question mark. Rock Profit, gate 2 is the only question mark for me, but it does well first up. And Philip Star is hard fit, and it's the overs in the race, I think. Never leave Philip Star out of your quaddies, etc. But Street Icon on top for me at 480. Race 3 is the Rich of Gold Rush for the 2-year-olds over the 1000 metres. This is a recent effort of Starry Legend at Sandown. This was its first ever race start over the 1000 metres and it absolutely sped away. This is an above average horse. It's had about 4 weeks between this run, so it's coming into this race fresh. 1000 metres suits it on the weekend in the Gold Rush. This is my least confident race, even though I think it's a good horse. But if it blows them away, then we know it's a really good horse on the weekend. Starry Legend on top. Matau Ma is having its first start. It's had an issue at the barriers. That's the only reason I didn't put it on top, but it's a good chance. Gulf of Suez will go on pace and give itself every chance. And Irish Mist from gate 1 will probably go ahead and lead or sit box seat. But Starry Legend could just be a great horse, and we're about to find out on Saturday. Race 4 is benchmark 84 over the 2400 metres. Best of the day comes up in this race, and it is Fanciful Toff. Now, it would have won this race if Theo Nugent hadn't have given up the lead early, and it also had a vet check behind the barriers, so I think it comes into this race primed. Jamie Carr goes on. J Carr first time, that's a big factor. Gate 5 will get a soft run. Look, I don't want to say the M word, but I'm getting close to. I'm just going to say Fanciful Toff is a really good chance. It's one of the most confident best bets I've had in a very long time. So $2.50 seems spoils. Get on it now because I think it'll start odds on. Playoffs in there for second. Beat Fanciful Toff last start, but had the better run. It's still better than all the others. Saracen Knight's been running in better class races. Comes into this race pretty fresh. And Shepherd Gate 4 get a good run. But Fanciful Toff is the best on the card. Race 5 is the Bendigo Gold Bracelet, a mare's race over the 1400 metres. My next best on the card comes up in this race, and it is Need New Friends. This was a great effort at Group 3 company behind Shiloh, who's an above-average horse. I think Need New Friends will get all the map advantages from Gate 4. It's going to get everything to suit. I think it's got the class advantage as well in the race. It comes into this race 4 weeks between runs, which is right up its alley. And I think it's a really good chance, $2.50. I'm having 30 units to win on it, but take note, I forgot to add this in, but I'm having 5 units each way on the stylist. Take note of that, 5 units each way on the stylist. I think that's over the odds. Chantrier's coming down from Perth, so we don't know where it is yet, and Bonds Abroad is the map horse, but Need New Friends, 30 units to win, good chance. The stylist, 5 units each way, and I think we should be winning on the race regardless. Race 6 is the 3-year-old St. Ledger Trial over the 2200 metres. We're using the Alistair Clark Stakes as a form reference, and I'm mainly focusing on Explosive Jack. I really like this horse on the weekend. Now, Grand Slam, which is the horse in front, absolutely bolted away. And if you watch Explosive Jack, late, it matches motors with Cherry Tortoni, and Cherry Tortoni would be about $1.50 in this field. I think Explosive Jack has some improvement to come out of this run. It's hard fit. Ben Allen is a really good rider, and it's not even the favourite. I haven't even got the favourite in my top 4. I think it's a false favourite. So I'm with Explosive Jack. Alloway ran second to Explosive Jack. 2 starts back in Hobart, so it's got to be some hope with Jamie Carr going on. Lequero will be running on from the back, and Olivia's Game. I just wish it hadn't drawn the car park. If it drew in, I would have given it a better chance, but Explosive Jack, 15 units each way. I'm surprised it didn't start favourite. Race 7 is the listed Bendigo Guineas over the 1400 metres. We're going back to Newmarket Handicap Day for this form reference, and I'm with Anna Visto. Now, it pulled its head off on this occasion as they went so slow, and I thought it did well to run on and run second. It gets the crossover noseband on for the first time, which I don't think it'll settle it down completely, but it'll at least help. Gate 8, Jamie Carr, if she can find a position, I think it's unstoppable, but it still needs to find a position, and I think it's an above-average horse. Comes into this race 3rd up, so I'm confident about Anna Visto's chances. 280 seems a tad short, though. Seb Song's 1st up. It's the map horse, so I think it'll run well. Redeal's jumping from an awkward gate, but is still a good chance, and Mozzie Monster's jumping from an awkward gate, but it gets back anyway. So Anna Visto on top for me. Hopefully we've racked up a couple of winners by this stage of the day. Race 8 is the listed Golden Mile over the 1600 metres. My best value comes up in this race, and it's High Stranger. I'm really confident in its chances on the weekend. This was in the Echuca Cup. Now, I know you're thinking, Echuca, what's so great about Echuca? Anyone can win at Echuca. Well, it beat Regards Marie and Widgie Turf, who are not bad horses, and it did it in style. Look at it race away. I just wish Willie Pike had have stayed in Victoria, because it would have won if it had Willie Pike on, but Willie Pike's not on, and that just makes me a little less confident, but it draws gate 4. It's the map horse. It'll get a good run. Ironclad will also get a good run from its gate, so it's going to be a good chance. The Candyman, I think, is a really good chance coming down from Queensland, and Rock, I just wish it didn't draw the car park. But 15 units to win on High Stranger at $12. I'm confident about this one. High Stranger to win the Golden Mile. And race 9 is a benchmark 78 over the 1300 metres. Fighting Harada's going to blast us out in the last. And this was its last start effort at Sandown. Have a look at that horse. It looks like the horse from Scooby-Doo 2 does that. So it's a really good horse. It comes into this race 3rd up. 3 runs ago, it ran the Guineas Prelude, which had Native Soldier and Seabrook in it. So I think it's looking for further. This was 1400 metres, drops back to 1300 metres, which is the only query. But it's the map horse. It gets gate 4, gets a good run, and I think it's an above-average horse 3rd up. It'll be really fit. Superium's coming down from Sydney. Query at the distance 1st up, though. Leaders over the odds for a new camp, Mark Moroney. Gate 10 will push forward, and Zushak jumps from the car park. It'll get back. But Fighting Harada can hopefully blast us out on what's going to be a brilliant day at Bendigo and Golden Slipper Day.